Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Jones asleep on the couch. I'm doing a Screenwriters rant on Squid Game, a new, I don't know if it's a TV show or a movie for Netflix. I think it comes out of, I'm going to guess, South Korea? Is it Korea? I think that's Korean. And it's about torturing characters. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. And we're going to analyze this trailer. Normally the stuff that comes out of South Korea is pretty cool. But this Squid Game, I don't find it very clever. Because what it is, they gather up a bunch of people who are deeply in debt. And they play sick games with them where they kill them. And then they're going to eliminate down to, 6 players who walk away with millions of dollars. And so you follow the characters, and guess what? Some of the characters you follow win, and the rest are all killed, and who cares? It feels very contrived. These kinds of shows, September 17th on Netflix. These shows feel very contrived for a lot of different reasons. At least they should be funny, like The Running Man. Like, The Running Man was funny to me, right? It was more of a dark comedy than it was a sensible movie, mostly because Arnold was in it, and he can't only act so much. This movie, they got real actors, and they're acting the hell out of it, but I'm just not buying the premise. It's just boring. Okay, you're going to kill a bunch of characters, and they're slowly going to get on board with the idea, oh god, they're going to actually kill us if we don't play this game. Guess we better play the game. Well, I'm not going to play the game. They can't kill us all. Blam. I mean, every scene in this movie, it's just not a surprise. So it's very contrived to me. There's not going to be a single surprise in this movie for me. I don't know about you. So they're just going to make the person win who you most feel sorry for, basically. Or they're going to revolt halfway through the movie and somehow rig the game in their favor or overcome the guards. I mean, who spends this kind of money to do this stuff? There was one video game. What the hell was it called? It's actually kind of interesting. It's very sick. You're on death row and about to get the lethal injection, and then you wake up in the game, and it's an abandoned town with a prison in it. And during the course of the game, you sneak around and you kill people with plastic bags and shards of glass. It was a stealth game. It was pretty good, but it was sick. It was disturbed sick. And then finally at the end of the game, you fight your way all the way to the guy who started the game and you eventually get guns. At the last minute of the game, you get, during the course of the game, you might get a gun with 2 bullets in it or something like that. But in this game, oh man, if I only had a gun, I'd be kicking butt. And then finally at the end, it turns into a different game. It turns into a shooter. And that would be the only example of this sort of subgenre that I'd be oh, that was kind of cool. This is just new ways of torturing characters. I find it so boring, so uninspired, so unimaginative. There's so many other things you could do with characters that would be positive, right? And there's just too many characters. Just too many. You need this many characters because you're going to kill a bunch. And, everything in movies is fake, so it's not like any of this is based in any kind of reality. It's different when you see a survival movie and people are dying one by one, and it's a one-shot movie, and sometimes they all die, like in that Wolf movie with Liam Neeson, which I also hated. Because Liam Neeson, who knows everything, leads them all to die. Leads them to the worst possible location at the end. Well, himself, really. And then he dies. So, so the first act got these people, they're in trouble. This guy in particular, who's the protagonist, he eventually gets caught up in this, gets summoned to this game, shows up, thinking he's going to pay off his debt, and voila, he's trapped in this game. Second act, they all discover they're trapped in the game, and people are dying. They try to get out, it doesn't work. They kill people who attempt to resist. Eventually, they start playing the game. They realize how rigged it is, how fixed it is. It's terrible and torturous, and people are dying left and right. They're trying to figure it out. Finally, at the end of the movie, they either figure out some way to overcome the people running the game, or they just win the game and are cut loose. That's it. So it's called Squid Game. I assume this was popular in Korea. If it got to Netflix. Maybe not. It seems to be, the trailer seems to get a lot of upvotes. I won't be watching it. It's just too contrived for me. And that's it for me, Tony D. Little Joan and I will see you tomorrow.